Hello everyone, I am Jack, and I've just finished my Call of Duty stream for the day, in which I proceeded to get murdered quite a lot. Um, but I was wanting to do a video on this a while ago, and I never got the time to sit down and do it, so I'm going to do it now, while I'm sleep deprived and hungry. There's been a lot of all this stuff about Last of Us 2 and the whole reviews and blah blah blah. This it's more of like I would say more like a rant. We'll call it what it is. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But why? I never understand. I never check a review on purchasing a game. I never use it as the solid evidence on that is the reason why I'm buying the game. And I want to explain that because it feels like every time you hear or see anything in this particular topic, it's always wrong. It's always a case of my opinion is right, yours is wrong. No, games have different tastes. I mean, I like the movie Battleship, and if memory serves, that movie was absolutely slated by the critics for some reason. I don't know. I thought it was quite interesting. I thought it was quite funny and action packed and completely ridiculous. But I'm going to use Metacritic and Steam just to point some of these things out. So, like I said, the way that I always decide on purchasing a game is, first of all, who makes it. So the title obviously says it all. I mean, that's what draws it to you first. So the title, the trailer, and the general sort of idea on what the game is. So that's what gets me interested in the game. And then if it's a story game, I'll watch cinematic trailers. I don't watch gameplay on it, but I'd watch a short maybe section of how the game plays, so not like a playthrough section. You know how you can, like the Cyberpunk, you can watch like 30 minutes 50 minutes of gameplay. I'd watch a section on, oh, this is how the game works, so it doesn't show you any story, it just shows you the actual game mechanics. And then that's all I'll judge me purchasing the game on those only. Sorry, not only. I'll use those on putting that game on my wish list or pointing it on my radar so I know that is what I want. Then what I'll do is when the game is released, provided I haven't pre-ordered it, I try not to pre-order too much, I've been let down way too many times, but when the game is released, I'll look on Steam and I'll glance over the reviews and I'll basically show you how I do it. And maybe it'll help someone, or maybe someone will have a moan about it and say, no, you're wrong. If the critics say it's 100%, then it's 100%. No, it's not. But this is the top page on Metacritic. Every single game that they've done, I think. And there's so many 99s, 98s. You know, I mean, I've played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I've played GTA 4. Scroll down, Red Dead 2, GTA 5. Scroll. You know, I've played these, GTA 3. I've played all these. I haven't played a lot of the other ones, though. This Metroid Prime, I don't know what that is. Perfect Dark, don't know what that is. Zelda, not played any of them. But I can guarantee you, they're not 97. So if someone said to me, oh, the new Red Dead 2 came out, and I was like, oh, it's a 97, I want to buy it. No. Because first of all, I don't believe it's a 97. I mean, I've played it, and I definitely can tell you it's not a 97. When you have a horse upside down on a side of a building because of some weird glitch, that's something wrong with the game. So it's obviously not that high of a score. But it's funny, but it's obviously a problem if you need your horse. And then obviously if you go to the other end of the scale, 25, you've got all these games down here. I honestly don't believe for a second that these games are these scores. I mean, they might be. I haven't played them. I couldn't tell you. Actually, I think I played that one. I think I played Rambo the video game. I think. Or I played a piece of it. And that was pretty bad. And so, basically, this is the reason why I never, ever use reviews for me deciding if I want to buy a game. So, we have here the Rambo video game. Okay, like I said, I think I played a bit of it. I think it was, did I play it on console or was it PC? I think it was PC. Or something. It was a PC one. I think I've actually still got it on my Steam. And basically, a lot of the stuff here is 0. 0, 0, 0, 0. And I can tell you right now, even though it's a bad game, I wouldn't definitely give it a 0. It's a Rambo game. That's definitely 1 point. So it's at the very least, if it's out of 100, it's at least a 1 out of 100. So there you go. You're immediately wrong. Even if it's a bad Rambo game, It was a disappointment from the very brief moment I played it, but I would not. But on the other side of the scale, a 10. It's not a 10. The problem is with the reviews, too many of them have fans and then just people who want to bash on the game. That is the problem. So if the whole Last of Us 2 rubbish, there we go. We'll use that one. This is the best one, I think, in this regards. So it's got a 94 and a 5.2. Now, this 94 is wrong. I can tell you this right now. I mean, I didn't finish Last of Us Part 1. I didn't enjoy it. I found it boring, which means I won't play Last of Us Part 2, because if I found the first one boring, I'm going to find the second one boring, personally. And it doesn't interest me anyway, especially after hearing the spoilers. It sounds quite bad, honestly. But anyway, my opinion. Again, I'm going to make sure that is my opinion. Don't shout at me. So 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. I could go all day. It ain't 100. There's no such thing as a perfect game. It's a goal, not a actual achievable target. So I can tell you right now, the highest scores are irrelevant. But then, if we go to the users, zeros. 0, 0, 0. It's not a 0. It's not my type of game, but from what I've seen, it looks visually very fantastic. And the gameplay looks fantastic. So it's not a 0. So when it comes to reviews, no matter what game, I don't believe these. Same goes with Steam. Give me Rogue Warrior. I thought it was hilarious. With Mickey Rourke voice and Dick Marcinko, or whatever it's pronounced. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. Not a fantastic game, but it was funny. And for £1.19, I thought it was quite good. But, I glanced through these real quick. That's how I do it. I'll sit there, I'll look at the images and say, right, okay, it's a game. Right, okay, it's got this. It seems to be okay. It's got mixed reviews, though. Why? I'll glance over it and see what the big issues are. If there's massive issues, like, for example, Call of Duty World War II. Where's more on here? Here. So I scroll down. Actually, no, where's the other one that I had open a minute ago? Dirt Rally. That's not Dirt Rally. Here it is. So if I scroll down at the bottom of Dirt Rally. So I bought this game because I like rally. I like Subaru rally cars. I just like Subarus, but there you go. But I love rally games, and this looked really good. So I went and scroll back up. I'm scrolling everywhere. Look at all that DLC. It's ridiculous. So I watched the videos. I looked at the screen caps. I read all the descriptions for the game and thought, all right, okay, this looks interesting. And then I made my way down here, which is not really a good time. Overall fun game. Driving feels great. Okay, cool. Not recommended because it's all DLC. That seems to be the deal breaker in a lot of these is apart from that one, simply trash, that's terrible. But DLC and online only. It's always online, which I personally don't have a problem with. It could be for some if you've got bad internet, but personally I don't really mind. But the DLC, I was like, oh, okay, so it's a bit DLC heavy. Oh, well, I'll just get it on a sale then, which I did. And I got, I think it was the deluxe pack on sale, and I got everything in it. That's fine. I don't mind that. Come to some other games. So we go to the Metacritic side of things. Garbage. Plastic cars, no physics. Garbage. See, it's not a 0. So none of this is relevant. Just give it a quick glance. Okay. Images look good, video looks good, that looks good. It's on sale, I'll buy it. It's not hard. Don't go by these scores. Don't go by, the scores the critics give. Make your own choices. I mean, it's not... I was going to say something else there. It's not hard. Turn on your brain cells, just go, all right, okay. What do I think? Don't go blindly into it, because what happens is you get the whole Last of Us thing. You sit there and go, ooh, it's a 94, or in this case, hundreds. I'll buy it. You buy it, you realize it's absolute garbage in your own opinion because you're too busy paying too much attention to the reviews, and zeros, and then, or you just flat out didn't enjoy it. That's your problem. That's your fault. you went into it blind. Probably, maybe. Most of you probably did. You saw, ooh, it's a super high score, I'm going to buy it. Or you hyped it up too big yourself. But anyway, that's enough. I'm not going to rant anymore. Or at least not going to waffle on anymore. Thanks for listening to me waffle for the short time. Do you want me waffling more? Do you want to see more videos of me waffling? Let me know. But I'll end on a high note. How about that? If you've got this far. What is your favourite game? And why? Give it just a very quick, douche. So for me, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. It's still hands down my favourite campaign story. I don't know why, it just was. And then probably followed very closely by the whole Brothers in Arms franchise, which they never finished. And then maybe give it your worst game too. Why not do both? One of each. Best game, worst game. Worst game for me, I think, trying to think on top of my head. I can't think of anything on top of my head that I've fully played to give an actual honest opinion on. Homefront 2 The Liberation. That was a pretty bad game in an honest opinion. That could have been so much better. That was overhyped. What else? Hold on, I'm going to have to open up my Steam here. Hold on. There's got to be something else that I would say was completely negative. Take Down Red Saber. There we go. That game was absolute. I got keys. I pre-ordered the game. Got keys for everyone. I'll bring it up. I pre-ordered it. Got keys for all my friends. We played a couple of matches. See, mostly negative. And the game was so bad. So bad. I think I kickstarted this one. I'm not 100%, but I remember I got 4 keys. I gave them all away, or I give some of them away. I think I've actually still got a couple of them, and it was so bad. It was just. But again, my opinion. There's probably people who do like it, but that is my personally the worst game. I thought the gameplay was absolutely atrocious. But what is yours? What's your best? What's your worst? Let me know in the comments. Have a little discussion. I guarantee you, everyone has their own opinion on a game. Who cares if it's the best game ever reviewed or the worst game ever reviewed? If you like it, you like it. If you hate it, you hate it. Anyway, good night, everyone. Thanks for listening to me waffle. Good night. Well, for me, good night. It's fucking 5:30 in the morning.